I'm just trying not to show nipple at this reunion.
That's my joke, Esme. That's my shit.
Welcome everyone to our season 4 Season of Karma reunion show. For the first time since this game started, our cast is back in the same Zoom room, ready to discuss all the most iconic moments of the season. Tonight, we will revisit all of the biggest, most dramatic, and sometimes controversial moments of this game. We have a lot to unpack, so let's jump right into it. The winner of the 4th season of Fight or Flight is Cody. Congratulations, Cody. You are our winner.
Holy shit, I won. This is crazy.
The jury vote came out to 7-2. Can you please raise your hand if you voted for Cody to win this game? So that's Freddie, Sabrina, Esme, Davy, JLo, Barbara, and Jackie. I will throw it to one of you. Why did you vote for Cody to win the game?
Because I was told to. I voted specifically for Sabrina, for Davy, and for Barbara. And if I had to pick between one of the finalists, I voted for Cody, simply because I did not love the way things shook down between Sabrina and Barbara, Tori, and I. The fact that Tori could not offer an apology for the way he spoke to Sabrina, and the fact that he was willing to just say, I'm losing a vote, and that's fine. He ended up losing 2, because if he had apologized, I would have absolutely voted for Tori.
Similar statements. He lost 3 votes with that statement. I think if he had owned up a little bit more to the things that weren't so pretty about his game, I probably would have been more willing to vote him. This was a hard vote. I feel like I have a lot I want to say about the treatment of Sabrina, but that will be in due time.
I just want to say I didn't vote for Cody in spite of Tori. I voted for the holistic winner, and I thought that in alignment with the theme, in alignment with all the aspects that I asked about in the game, Cody was the holistic winner, and so that's why I voted for Cody.
I voted for Cody because I was really looking for the best strategic resume. Like, even in spite of how I felt about Tori, if I felt that his gameplay resume was stronger, I would have thrown my vote that way. But it really felt like Cody, you really knew your stuff, your plan, even if I wasn't able to see it from the beginning. I think it was clear that you were working from the beginning. And I just thought that somebody making consistent moves was the kind of person that I thought deserved to win this game. And honestly, quite frankly, I am so fucking relieved to know that I wasn't fucking insane, that I pulled that information out of thin air. Like, I was gaslighting myself because I was like, who told me this? Cody told me this. And then nobody was letting me say the answer that I thought. And I was like, did I actually hear this, or did I just make a leap? But I honestly respect that you deftly planted information, and I just feel like that just adds to your strategy, your strategic resume, and I really think that you deserve the win. And it's so nice though knowing that this money is going to go to a charitable cause too, so good karma all around, Cody.
Thank you. And the 2 votes for Tori were Nathan and Maddie. I'm gonna throw it to you both.
Yeah, it was a difficult decision for me as well. I know that Cody played a more strategic game, but for me, I just respect the game that I wanted to play coming into the game, which was being likable enough to just make it to the end. I respected that. I also feel like I had a good connection with Tori, and he has told me in multiple private chats how much he loves his kids, and that's something I wanted to help with.
Yeah, I mean, I had to give credit to Tori's impeccable social game. I think that Tori played the final 4 round very, very well, and had I not thrown my vote, it's very likely that Tori would have been the save person there. And it's really difficult to call because I think both strategic resumes were kind of lacking. Sorry, guys, but hey, you know what? You guys were sitting there, and, congratulations again. But, Tori, you still made it difficult for me to vote for you. But in the end, I wanted to respect the social game that you played because I did think it was very, very good.
Jackie, I want to throw it to you. You sat at the end with the 2 finalists. Maybe if you had won the competition, someone else won the competition, or you could have turned Cody over, you would have been sitting at the end. Had things gone differently and say Cody sits next to Jackie, who votes for Cody, who votes for Jackie?
Cody.
I would vote for Cody. Yeah, sorry, Jackie.
Cody.
I could have been convinced to vote for Jackie, but I was really hurt by the way that things shook down at the final 6. So not hearing any of her responses to questions, I don't know that I would have been able to vote for her.
It's fine. They're all entitled to their own opinion. I definitely have some arguments that I think I would have made, and I definitely would have apologized to people. Like, that is something I would have done because I didn't want to make you feel bad, J-Lo, or anybody else. I was playing a game, and I saw you guys' threats, and I needed to take you out at certain points. So that was in no way a personal thing. And you know what? There are times I definitely could have handled it better and being a better friend. And I'm sorry that I wasn't. I hope you don't equate that with my personality and who I am outside of this game. But I came here to win, just like Cody and just like Tori did. And I think I could have convinced a lot of you. I had some really great and strong points to make. I don't know how much Barbara would have tainted the jury against me, but that's fine. Everyone's entitled to play any way they like to. Barbara, do not respond. I do not care what you have to say in this moment in time. You don't know me. You want it. No, shut up. Don't care what you have to say because what you did really hurt me on a personal level. And I don't think it warrants a conversation. You were old enough to be my mother. And you know what? If that's the way you want to act, go for it. But never come for me again without coming to my face because I didn't think you were stupid at all. I thought about what everyone else was going to say. You didn't know me, and the fact you used my anxiety against me really says a lot about your own character.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't care what you have to say.
What are you talking about? I went after you about what?
You're calling me boring, serious, told me that people didn't care about me, told me I didn't deserve.
I never said no one cares about you.
You said that to my goddamn face, girl. So let's not even play. Barbara, we did. It happened. That's it. You also told me I didn't deserve to be in this game because I was boring. And everyone deserved to be here, including
I never said no one cares about you.
You said it to me. You said the boys don't care about you at all.
I'm talking about in the game.
That is not the way you said it.
Not personally.
That's fine. That is the way
you just said you're playing a game. I was playing a game.
You made things personal. So
I don't make anything personal.
Oh, sweetheart, but you did.
It's a game.
Next time, act like it.
It's a game.
Then act like it.
I didn't say the boys don't care about you.
That is
what
one
you said. Oh, we're girls. We're going to work together. We're going to work together. I said, okay. Yeah. And then I find out backstabbing. So that's not working together.
We were never aligned.
Okay.
Never aligned. Let's be real about that. But I never said people didn't care about you. And that is what you said to me. So let's just be very clear about that.
You're out next. So you have to do what's best for you. Those 3 guys are together and they're not going to keep you. I would keep you.
These guys don't care about you, which I think is a low way to play, if you ask me, because that makes it way personal.
I know how they're thinking. Trust me.
She could have just said, you know what, I don't think they have your best interest. I think they're more closely aligned, not that they don't like you and they don't care about you.
I do kind of want to be a little bit of an arbiter here and just make sure we're hearing both sides. So, Jackie, I'm hearing a lot of hurt from some of the things that Barbara said. Barbara, I believe you were saying in your response to that when you said the boys didn't care about her, it was not about them not caring emotionally, person to person, and that it was in a game and was about maybe the two of you having a working relationship, being 2 women left in the game. Is that correct on both sides from what I'm hearing?
Exactly. Yeah.
So can we agree that maybe some things were lost in translation there, or maybe had an impact that wasn't the intent?
Yeah, I would never intentionally ever say someone doesn't care about. First of all, I don't know how they feel about her. Why would I ever say they don't care about her? That was not my intent. So if she took it that way, I apologize, but that's not what I meant. It was a game, and I said, let you and I work together. I didn't say they don't care about you. I said, they're going to try and get you out next. That's all I said. So if you took it the wrong way, I'm sorry. But apparently it didn't matter because I was out next anyway. And as I recall, your name was on the wheel more than mine. So I was right. So.
Who went home? Oh, it was you, right? Not me. Because my good karma in the game kept me in longer than you. I didn't go after anyone personally behind their back to their face about who they were. I think that speaks a lot to your character. And I think that there is a line in the game, and I definitely played it better than you. But I wish you nothing but mostly positive things. You know, I don't wish anyone bad. It's not the right way to be. I hope you've learned a valuable lesson about the way that you communicate about people and to make things more about game than about their personality. Thank you.
This season kicked off with its first major twist, the return of Jesse and Erica as past lives in the Fight or Flight game. In your first season, you also had a returning pair come into the game. How did it feel to be on the other side of that?
It's really interesting because for me, being a big fan of Fight or Flight myself, when CJ and Matt first came into the game, I was super excited about it. And then honestly, they were two of my least favorite players to play against. And like, to be clear, I love them both as people. I'm just talking about as competitors in Fight or Flight. But it was very bittersweet. And I honestly, like coming back in, I didn't want to be that for anyone. I didn't want to have anyone coming out of it being like, man, I was so excited Eric was here and now I fucking hate that bitch. So like, I felt maybe a bit of pressure about that actually.
I'll say, if anything, I learned from season 2 that, like, a returning player can't fly under the radar. Like, you're either going to love them or you're going to hate them, but you're not going to feel, like, lukewarm about them. And so, like, that was my main thing coming in was, like, I know I'm going to, like, come under fire at some point. It came a little sooner than I expected, but, you know, I don't think coming back as a returner is, like, a death sentence. It's just like you're playing a different game than you are if you're playing for the first time. And so it's a new challenge, not one I did particularly well with, but hey.
Coming into this game with a second chance, what redemption were you looking for? And do you think you got it?
I felt very targeted from the get in season 2, which is accurate. I was pretty targeted from the get in season 2. So even though I kind of sent myself home a little bit this season by failing the jigsaw puzzle, that still felt a lot better than being literally hunted out of season 2. So for me, even though I did not make it anywhere near as far as I made it in season 2, obviously, I actually feel a lot better about myself coming out of season 4 than I did coming out of season 2. I felt kind of shitty about myself coming out of season 2.
My redemption story was supposed to be about, like, learning to trust people. Because, you know, season 2, I didn't trust anyone. The only person I actually worked with was Erica. And so I thought I was playing a great game. And then watching it back, I'm like, oh, literally everyone was talking about you behind your back. You flopped. And then this time I'm like, well, let me create a lot of like strong connections and like trust people. And then this time, the people I trusted most wound up being my downfall. So I think if I come back a third time, it's about finding that middle ground between being like, you know, a lone wolf versus putting my fate in the game in someone else's hands who I trust and getting sent home because of that.
We had Jesse and Erica, who are both from season 2, what some of you may not know. So we actually also had 2 returning players from season 3, which at this point has not been released yet. They were Sabrina and Nathan. Sabrina and Nathan, how did you approach your second chance in this game? And what was it like coming in as secret returning players?
I wanted to say something, but I think it's cool keeping the season of secrets sort of with us. I went out earlier than I would have wanted to, and I think I really got to actually play the game like I really wanted to. And so I'm happy to have been here.
I mean, yeah, this season was my true chance to play the game. In season 3, I was attached to some sort of game-breaking twist. So this was really my redemption. This is my revenge. And like I came in with a fire, like I really was ready to bathe in blood, like cut anybody. And I think that was shown by my game. I was really fired up, and I think that definitely showed.
I was also like, okay, last time I was like really rigid. I was like, I'm just going to be who I am, like go with my gut, like pretty much like not change what my opinion as soon as I kind of decide on something. And that kind of led to my downfall. And so then I was like, okay, I want to be a little bit more deliberate about being in groups, because it seems like when you're in groups, that helps you get further and all of that, and then kind of move on from there.
This time, I think my main sort of strategy was like timing. At what point am I going to make the big move? At what point am I going to show my fangs? You know, that kind of stuff.
Well, Jesse and Erica may have come back for redemption, but they never could have seen what was coming for them. This, of course, being the soulmate twist. Alex, you were the first player eliminated from this competition, but then were immediately brought back to take part in this karmic twist. What did your second chance mean to you, and how did it change your game, getting to play with a soulmate and be connected with Bella?
It was pretty exciting for me because I'm admittedly pretty bad at this, and I recognize that Bella is pretty good at this, so it was definitely helpful to like kind of have somebody to help me out, and I don't know, just give me a little bit more of a sense of security in the game. And I'm really glad that I had that second chance because I had a lot more fun in the next couple of weeks that I was still in it. It was nice connecting with everybody and talking to more people and stuff and just kind of having fun.
And Bella, I'll throw it to you. How did having Alex as a soulmate change your game?
It definitely changed it a lot just because at the beginning I was like only playing for myself, and then I had someone else attached to me and like our fates attached. But I actually have a Gemini stellium, guys. It means I have 3 placements of Gemini in my chart. So like I'm pretty adaptable. So it was easy for me to like not really tell anyone that Alex was my soulmate, especially since apparently people thought that Alex would pick a man, and I was just kind of like going along with that because that was all I could hold on to.
JLo and Erica, you were the only pair that made it through the entire soulmate twist. What do you think led to your success?
Erica?
A lot of it was luck, I'm going to be honest. And a good portion of it was Jesse not throwing us under the bus because Jesse figured it out. Even like after you were voted out, when you made your like going away speech, you very easily could have fucking outed us and you never did. And I have to like give you so many props for that. So I think that's the main reason we made it.
We ended the soulmate twist and you both immediately revealed that the two of you were soulmates. We weren't gonna reveal it. So I guess my question to the two of you is, do you think if you would have kept yourselves under wrap, it may have been better for your games?
I do think it did put us in danger that night. It definitely did. Obviously, I ended up going home that night through a very odd twist, the supernova twist, and not really because we were super targeted, but we were low-key targeted that night. But like, thanks to Cody and Tori, like we were able to stay in, and I technically should have stayed in, but then I got whopped with some karma, and that's just how it be sometimes, you know? So like, it's the way the cookie crumbles, and yeah.
Well, also, I just want to acknowledge, like, if this is a season of karma, that's fine. But during Join or Die, if we're told being added to the safety chain gives us the opportunity to save somebody, and then, Anthony, let's call it what it is, you lied to me. I wanted Erica to be safe. You fucked on me. And it's the season of karma. If you're going to call it that, then you have to acknowledge, Anthony, you are not immune to that.
Thank you for sharing your feelings there.
Don't tell me Erica's going to be safe if I choose her and then pull the rug out from underneath me. That was fucked up. Period.
And it made good TV, and it was something we did last season too, and that's karma too. That sometimes the twists, we come up with them all before we even know who our players are, and they land where they land. We will move it on. Speaking of karma and speaking of soulmates, JLo and Erica certainly wouldn't have been the last soulmate standing had it not been for majority or minority. The tumultuous round that led to the historic quadruple elimination. Take a look. Tonight, you will be competing in the first double elimination of the season. The nominees for the second round of the night will be determined by whoever votes in the majority in the first vote.
If everyone votes Bella, we can just have like a good, clean vote for the second one.
I don't know why my name is being thrown around when I was just up. Like, why me?
I definitely heard that Jesse was throwing my name around, and you didn't do a good job at hiding that.
I don't remember trying to hide it.
Bella and Alex, you both put up a great fight, but it's time for you both to fight.
Sarah is Jesse's soulmate.
Oh, wow.
And she's up for elimination. So we can have a quadruple elimination.
Oh my God.
You're Jesse's soulmate, and first of all, fuck you two for that.
Sabrina is telling people that I'm Jesse's soulmate, and my heart just sinks. Jesse decided to, without my permission, tell someone that we're soulmates, assure me that person would never betray him. That person did exactly that. That person is also a nominee tonight. I'm a loyal player and I'm smart, and I don't think you should vote me out just because this train wreck tied their game to mine.
I assumed that Sabrina would never betray me at all, let alone at this fucking level where she's campaigning against me. Person who's chosen to flip is not just betraying an ally, as one of my best friends since fucking kindergarten, Sabrina is. I would hope people understand why that was a person I trusted.
He and Sabrina have been best friends since kindergarten? That's fucked up. That's fucked up, Sabrina.
Pardon me for trying to do my best in this game with the information that I have. And I think that our friendship, stemming from kindergarten, I feel like that will survive this game to $50.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but you have been eliminated.
This has just been a quadruple elimination.
Jesse, let's ask the question everyone's asking. Maybe even Sarah wants to ask it. But why'd you tell Sabrina you're Sarah's soulmate?
Yeah, why?
In my mind, it was a good move for both of us, specifically during Hunter Hunted when Sabrina was the one in control. My strategy led me to think that telling a highly trusted ally this one piece of information wouldn't hurt me, because why would a trusted ally use it against me? But yeah, I told Sabrina, and I'll say it, I don't regret telling a trusted friend this information. Honestly, what I regret is telling someone who I don't think really knew how to use that information, because I was perfectly content with Sabrina using that information to her advantage, but I don't think she used it to her advantage by outing me during majority or minority.
Sabrina, hearing that, what do you think of this feedback from Jesse, and what led to you turning on him and using this information?
He's totally right that I didn't think as strategically as I could have with the information. I honestly didn't expect him to tell me, because if it comes up, I'm not actually going to be good at hiding my face or my reaction. And actually the reason that I made the choice was JLo had sussed it out and was 99% there. I totally blanked out and my mouth was moving before I was even realizing it. And then I was like, all right, if my mouth is moving like this, I gotta just blurt it out, because I couldn't, it was already out. And then afterwards I was like, that was not the best strategic move. I could have tried to do it otherwise, but I literally cannot emphasize enough. I was in a haze and my mouth moved before I could even realize.
Sarah, what was it like to get caught in the crosshairs of this?
It was bad. And yes, of course, I think it was unfair. The main thing I want to say to Jesse is that his justification for why he told Sabrina, which was this Hunter Hunted round where I was a nominee. I was one of 4 nominees, and I knew as soon as I heard who those 4 nominees were that I was going to be completely fine. So it does stink that that's the reason really early in the game he gave away the super sensitive information. I would have understood if it was a situation where our backs were really against the wall and we talked about it with each other, but this was just not that situation. And it stinks to have your game in the hands of someone who's just really loose with super vital information. And yeah, that was both Jesse and Sabrina, and it was unfortunate for me, but what can you do?
Maddie, this round, of course, put you in a really precarious position. You had a very strong reaction to 2 of your good friends in real life lying to you. What do you want to say to them now?
It really hurt me to hear that information from Sabrina, because I was like, they told someone in the game, but they didn't tell me. And that really hurt. And I ended up losing 3 out of 4 allies, no offense, Alex, that night, which fucked me up. I have to say, Jesse, I really wish you had picked me to tell that information to, because I definitely would not have done what Sabrina did. And Sarah, I love you, and I'm sorry Jesse's stupid.
Well, I just want to say that I told Jesse right away when he picked me as his soulmate, let's not tell anyone, even Maddie. That's what I said, was even Maddie, I just want to keep this between us, because it's really just handing our game on a silver platter to someone. And as much as I love you and trust you, Maddie, I'm a cutthroat person. I don't know if I would have been shady with that information. And I was operating from that place. So I did not tell Sabrina, obviously. That's part of what was so horrifying about when Jesse told me he told Sabrina. I wasn't working with her at all. I'd barely spoken to her. So that was really, really frustrating. And if I was going to tell anyone in this game, it would have been you.
Wonderful. And before we move on, I just want to throw it quickly to wrap it up. Sabrina and Jesse, how are the kindergarten besties doing now?
I knew we would be fine. That we had a little tiff over that, but I knew that we would be fine. Especially because, Jesse, you're such a lover of strategy games and this kind of thing, and you've always told me about it and all of this stuff. And I was like, okay, he will respect using information. But we're gonna see each other. We've been seeing each other.
I love you and nothing that happens in this game is like gonna change it. Part of why like this friendship works is because like we have an unpleasant moment and then we can talk about it and be like, hey, here's why that sucked a little, and like grow from that. So end of the day, like the besties are still besties. But you know, if we do play a game again together sometime, maybe let me be the strategic lead next time. Is that okay?
You can do that. I'm not going to do this ever fucking again because I'm traumatized. But you know what? I'll get you a really nice gift for your next birthday or something.
I quickly want to throw it over to Bella. On your way out, you got a little fiery against Jesse, who was one of the major instigators of you and Alex's demise. How does it feel knowing that he followed you immediately out?
That felt so great to like hear, because the night after that elimination, I was like having nightmares, reliving this like traumatic experience. And then now I won't. So feels great. Definitely hated that experience, but I was glad to get out before all that other chaos happened to me, because honestly, sounds like I dodged a bullet.
Looking it back, I'm like, that was idiotic. Not only was I being a dick, I was also being an idiot. That was on me, and I'm truly glad for you that you got your karmic justice by me leaving immediately after, because yeah, that's the right narrative.
That's just how it had. That was the only right answer, though. Like,
well, as we said, Jesse led the charge to take out Bella, which ultimately led to his demise. You might say he got his karma, and this season would have been nothing without karma. Barbara, despite not having the majority of votes, the wheel still took you out at the final 5. How do you feel about that looking back, and do you think it was fate that you were eliminated?
100% it was fate being eliminated. I think I played a fair game and I was honest, and I just trusted all the wrong people, I think, and I think it just fell back on me.
Barbara, I tried. Barbara was robbed. Get it trending. Barbara was robbed. She didn't have the majority of the votes. I love
Barbara.
Barbara.
Not robbed. Barbara had bad karma coming her way. Like,
yeah, because I trusted the wrong people. Oh,
okay.
well.
Good for you. But anyway,
right. And we're not Jackie, yes, me.
Okay, great. I don't care what you have to say in this moment. It's my turn right now. Thank you. So something that I think about in that moment is, oh no, I lost my train of thought. I do think that was bad karma in your favor, but I think a big problem in your game, and if I'm being like in a very game focused way, is you kept creating different alliances. And also when you turned on the Spec Ops and you didn't go with all of us when we were all said we were going to be nominated. So I think that really did put you in a bad position. That's when I started to distrust you, was when we all said in Spec Ops that we were going to be you go for nominations. And I did what I was going to, I said that. And JLo, you know that I said that I did. That's when I really just started to trust you. So that's why I couldn't play with you any longer at that point.
I just want to know right quick, where in the fuck was this Jackie during the game?
Jackie knew that if she was like this, she wouldn't make it as far.
There's a particular intensity being brought to the reunion tonight.
No, I know myself, and I know sometimes I can be very heated and I can shoot off of the mouth. But I knew that that was not going to get me as far in this game. This group was very emotional, very reactionary. And if I played into that, I was going to be one of the next players to go. So I was really strategic about that. That was a strategic move, which I would have loved to explain to you if I had made it to the end. But, you know, being a death sentence is really hard to get there with. Cody,
I think Jackie took me way too seriously when I said she was boring, and I was just kidding, just to spice up the game. And I think she took it very defensively, and I think now she's trying to be defensive right now and prove that she's not boring. And I'm sorry that you took it this defensive.
Barbara, just stop. Like,
me stop.
You're
I'm not being defensive.
You're making it
Let's move
personal
on.
again. I want to just move on from it. I was being game and strategic in that. So stop.
Cody, as the player who at the time received the most votes without being eliminated, you received the owner blame power and the multiplier advantage. How did this change your game, and what were you planning on doing when you used the multiplier?
Oh, God. I had such big plans for the multiplier, and it got fucked up by picking the 0. Nathan was out the door unless I landed on the 0. And of course I did. So Nathan, I guess my scheming against you caught up to me, and a little bit of bad karma picking that 0.
Yeah, if you picked the 2 or 3, I was definitely claiming my fake power in that spot. So I'm really curious, like, what actually would have happened, because I don't remember what the specific numbers were, if it was a 1x, but 2 or 3, if you definitely picked either of those, I was definitely claiming the fake power there.
We were going to be ready to call your bluff, Nathan. Once Cody did that 0, I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open this up more generally. These were a few examples of karma in the game. What do you think about how karma panned out in this game? Who do you think got their karma, and who do you think didn't yet that you would like to address?
I think Caleb did not get a fair shake based on karma, period.
I was about to say that, damn.
And I think that I got my karma because I didn't give enough effort in saving Caleb when he was voted out.
I think Sarah also didn't get her karma. She had really great karma. I thought her pitch was beautiful, well-paced, calm, eloquent. Like, every pitch that you were making was the right pitch, and it didn't pan out. So I hope that you do get your good karma in some capacity.
Same. Sarah got fucked by a dumpster fire, not by karma.
Jesse, you can use your name.
J-Lo get karmic justice in this game? Because it feels like Great Vibes got kind of done dirty.
I think for JLo, he was so charismatic. For me, I was like, I can't beat him.
Guys, when you vote out all the fun people, it makes it really hard to enjoy the season.
/ I just want to add on to that. It's indicative of a level of cowardice. Because if you thought I deserved to win and that's why you got rid of me, why didn't you just go ahead and try to be better than me? Why didn't you just deserve it more? And why are you scared to sit next to me?
Not so much being scared, but it's a resume. It boosts your resume, getting you out, boosting.
Well, and your resume wasn't as good as mine, is what I'm to understand.
Jill, there's other reasons why people targeted you. I think that in some cases you were a liability. You were emotionally forward, you were upfront, and if you're willing to weaponize information during elimination ceremonies and you're willing to tug at heartstrings and be your authentic self and be charismatic to get allies, that is a threat. And I'm gonna get you out, but you got me out before I did.
I know, and you tried to get me out a few rounds before, and that's fine. I understand. If everybody's a coward, then everybody's a coward.
I just don't think that it's cowardice.
Oh, okay. So again, Davey, the only person that held a candle to me in terms of competition prowess. Davey always slayed. He was always up toward the top. Were you not?
I mean, I was, but I disagree with that statement because that kind of invalidates all of the other people.
Okay, well, they could have been better than us. They weren't.
Maybe we were better than you by getting you out. Not that I even voted for you, but...
Oh, no. And that's well, you couldn't because you got the 0 times multiplier. And had you voted for Nathan, I would have sat next to you at the end if that's how it shook down. And I would have been like, you guys, I don't think I deserve it because of what I did to Davey, because of what I did to Sabrina. Frankly, if it's the season of karma, gorge, then Davey shouldn't have gone when Davey went. But I was lied to by 3 people who promised me I'd be safe had you been the vote, and I got duped.
I tried to tell you.
And I tried to pull the information out of the 5 other people who were left. And it took a while for somebody to say, okay, yeah, J-Lo, it's you. It's you.
Time out. I never lied to you. The words out of your mouth were, Tori, vote for me. I'm voting for you.
Exactly. And I don't think you lied to me. I think you followed my instructions. I think Nathan, I think Jackie lied to me.
Honestly, our best bet is sitting next to each other.
I agree.
Oh my god.
Are we doing this? What's going on here?
We're gonna take it to the end, Nathan?
Yo, is this what's going on here?
It is. Nathan has me feeling so safe. I feel so good with him.
Maddie's a little bit of a traitor. She's coming for Jackie. She's coming for Cody. She's spreading information. I want to win more than anything else, and I want it to be an open and shut case if I make it to the final two. So I want to make this big move now.
I'm sorry, Maddie, but you have been eliminated.
Nathan, was it you? Oh, fuck you! Oh my god! Wow! Wow! Oh my god, get Nathan. Get Nathan. Hiss hiss the snake. You guys have to get him.
Before Maddie heads off, I would like to use my fight pass on Maddie.
Oh yeah, baby! Let's fucking go! Pikachu, I choose you, Nathan. Let's go.
The Wheel of Fate decided who was to receive the first power in the game, and the Wheel of Fate landed on Esme. Esme, how did this power change your game, and do you regret the way you used your power?
I don't think I used it in the best way. Sorry, Maddie. Like, do I regret using it? Actually, no, I don't. Like, I told Maddie if it was me or her in the bottom, I would use it on her, and I wanted to be honest and truthful and use that power on Maddie. And I felt like, you know what, fuck it. If I have good karma, I have good karma and it will work out for me. It didn't. And next round I went home because I didn't have the power. And sorry, I fucked it up. I didn't use it correctly.
No, Esme, you did use it correctly. I was the one who fumbled the bag. I was caught up in the heat of the moment, and I literally picked probably like the person who would do the best at the game. But you know what? He should squirm a little bit, and I have no regrets about that, period.
That's my girl. That's my girl.
Maddie, what was your reaction to Nathan's betrayal? And now that you had a chance to reune in the jury, how are you two doing?
To address the first question, I was extremely hurt in that moment, just on so many levels. I mean, whatever the case may be with my relationship with Nathan, in the game, we were close, and like that's not something that can be debated. Like, I felt like he was a team member of mine, and I felt very close to him, and that's just that. In the game, I was very, very shocked that he betrayed me. I also felt some type of way just because, as a fan of reality TV, my favorite character always is the man manipulator, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be the man manipulator, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna pull the strings, and I'm gonna flirt with him, and he'll be my little puppet. But I was humbled very quickly in that. I was just like, fuck, I am not the man manipulator I thought I was. And also, I thought I had a really good connection with Nathan just on a game level, and apparently I didn't. When I saw him in jury, though, I was so happy. I was happy, but I was also sad because I do think he played the best game, and I probably would have voted for him, TMI, but when he entered the jury chat, I was just like,
Nathan, do you feel bad taking out Maddie? Do you think it was the right decision for your game? And do you have any regrets?
You know, obviously, I was on my apology tour once I went to jury. I was like, yeah, hey guys, you know, I put up my hands. You know, I was like, nothing personal. It was strictly a game. Like, I came to do whatever it took, whether that meant like flirt, backstab, whatever else, I was ready to do it. And I think the move was optimal for my game because Barbara was such an integral piece on the board that I had to save at that moment. So there was a lot of layers behind that decision. It just wasn't strictly just betraying Maddie. It was setting me up for the end game. So I don't regret the move and I don't regret the decision. But I do regret making Maddie feel the way that she feels. Like, it was really an over-the-top lie, but you know, it was the game I came to play. And you know, Maddie knows that I'm like eternally sorry. Like, I'm so sorry.
Was your foeman strategy, or was there any truth to it?
Bitch.
For me, it was strategy, absolutely. I have a boyfriend. I'm very happy. That's that on that. But I will say, like, there were a few times where I was like, Nathan, like, what? I was like, I don't know if he was eating it up or playing me as well. And there were a few times where I was like, unsure if he was playing me. So
Yeah, no, for me, like, always strategy, always a game. Like, that was always my like primary concern, like game. How am I advancing myself in the game, of course. But I had fun. Like, I was cheesing. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna flirt with a rock. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but yeah, I was having fun. But you know, but hey, it was the game. I had fun. It was great. It was a good time.
Well, Nathan blindsiding Maddie was the end to maybe the biggest quote-unquote love connection we had in the game, but there were certainly others. Though he kept it a secret as to who it may be, on his way out, Manny shared that maybe he had eyes for some people.
There's someone who is kind of like my type of eye candy, but I ain't gonna say that yet.
Do you want to come clean?
How dare you? I don't appreciate that, Anthony. Like, I thought, I do have a type, and I was like, peeking at someone's screen every once in a while. It was someone who I was working with, male, If you think it's you, go ahead and say something.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Hi, bestie.
I do admit I did have some eye candy. Literally, Davey, who I'd be like checking on the screen because literally that's like my type. But I'm not here for the eye candy. I'm here to win. I'ma just peek over at his screen every once in a while.
Shoot your shot, Manny. Shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot.
What are your signs? We need to know the signs.
Okay, I was gonna just get into that. We did some astrological research before coming into this reunion. Manny, you're a Scorpio. Davey, a Virgo. Pretty excellent matches, though they run into problems when it comes to money and career. Both the sex and communication is too great to pass up. So best of luck to you two.
I mean, if he wants to get my Instagram, he can text me. Totally good.
Also, if you need a flower girl, y'all.
Not to burst this love bubble, but Davey, is there anyone else you also had eyes for this season?
You're so messy and I cannot stand you. I just really appreciate the male physique that looks like they can lift a bale of hay. And so, Manny, Cody. I also really like Freddie's physique. I liked everybody. I could see myself being able to make out with anybody at this club.
Also, I did grow up on a farm, so I can lift a bale of hay. Here. But also, I'm non-binary and I was an asshole to you, so I know. Everybody here could do better than me, so I just didn't even bother thinking about it. And
no.
Excuse me, we're getting married.
There is a love connection we're forgetting about that you were clearly a part of.
I was about to say, I also have a soulmate already.
Not that one. I was gonna say, what of you and Barbara?
Oh yeah, no, Nathan is our son.
I'm so happy for you.
It wasn't a love child. It was more like we were at a bar one night and things happen. And Barbara, did you get my last check for child support? Kind of connection.
Yes.
And Nathan,
we sent him off to college. Actually, he's away at school. So
Nathan and Barbara. While you're not mother and son, you definitely had a close bond in this game and had a really strong alliance. Do you want to speak to that at all, that connection?
I mean, Barbara's an incredible lady. When she won the elimination against Erica, Erica, I love you too, but I was like, oh my God, Barbara's a queen. They all underestimated her when they all called her dumb. I was like, Barbara's not dumb. Come on, what you guys doing? And I was always sticking up for Barbara at any point I could. And Barbara was in reality, my actual number one, which is funny enough because, Tori and Cody were behind the scenes and respect to them. But I really needed Barbara at the Final Four. And then it's so unfortunate that she went out. But Barbara, all love to you for sure.
Yes, thank you, Nathan. I did see that connection as we went along. And I would be honored if you were my son. So I'm proud of you, and I'm proud that you got further than me. And I would have loved to have been 1 and 2 with you, but karma, it just didn't work out that way. So sorry.
The Zodiac season was full of passion, not just in the form of love, but also in the form of explosive elimination ceremonies. Take a look.
Given the fact that what I thought was true was not true, I'm going to go with my original plan of action, and I'm just going to say it. So, JLo, I'm really sorry about that because
You're not sorry. Don't tell me we have a truce and then go back on your word again. You have gone back on your word so many times, Sabrina. Fuck that shit. Let's get rid of Sabrina because she has been orchestrating everything.
JLo, I heard that Jackie was going for Esme, and that's what I wanted to do. I'm not manufacturing that. That is what
Who'd you hear that from?
I heard that from Cody that people were going for the friends, and that Esme's name was one of the ones that was being said primarily. I clearly am getting deeply confused.
You are not my friend.
You never answered the question, where did you hear Esme's name from, though? Who
I did. I said I heard that Cody was saying.
No, you
that
said a
Jackie-
friend. You said
No,
a
no, no, no,
friend.
no. I didn't say sorry. What are you asking?
Who threw out Esme's name?
I'm trying to rack my brain because I straight up cannot remember.
I don't like all this shade. You can't answer questions honestly. Just
I
go for
did
it.
hear somebody say Esme's name. I talked with
So
Cody.
what?
He said
Who's the
Jackie was-
name? Who is
I'm
the
literally
name?
trying to give an answer, and you guys keep interrupting me.
It
And I'm
takes
trying to-
1 second to say a damn
I think
name.
it was Cody. I think it was Cody.
You think? Jesus Christ.
Girl, who you bullshitting? No. Nobody's falling for it. Nobody believes you.
I'm done. $250 is not worth this random character assassination.
I'm sorry, Sabrina, but you have been eliminated.
I voted for myself. Because it's not fun anymore. And I'm sorry to be a stupid quitter, because I am a fighter and I'm not somebody who runs away from things, but this was just too much. I hope everybody feels shitty, because I feel shitty. You and Jerry, motherfuckers.
Perhaps the fight of the season this year happened at Final 10 when we had Sabrina versus, well, pretty much everyone. Sabrina, I want to throw it to you first. What are your thoughts on what went down and what led to your game crashing down?
I'm at peace with it now, but I do feel really, really relieved actually to know that the information that I got did come from somebody. And even more, I respect that it came from a strategy. But then, it really fell out really badly. And I felt I didn't really get to explain. And I felt like nobody was really listening to me. And I was racking my brain trying to remember where I got what information. And then I was like, I don't want to do this anymore because this is not psychologically and emotionally worth it. It was to the point where I entered jury and I was like, quite frankly, if Barbara, Tori, or JLo come in and it's going to be a rough jury, I'm just going to ask Anthony to pick somebody from pre-jury to replace me because I was that emotionally distraught and devastated. Being called a manipulator, a liar, a controlling, I felt really bad with the name calling and stuff. It felt more personal and unwarranted, and I was deeply confused. But I'm okay now.
Can I speak now? I think.
Yeah, I would like to open the floor to, you mentioned Tori, JLo, and Barbara making you feel that way. If the three of you have anything you would like to share.
I wanted to work with Jesse and Erica. I was fans of theirs from what I saw in season 2. So when I found out that bomb that they were kindergarten besties and she just got rid of them like that, I was just like, what? And then we did the chain and she made this side alliance and chose to pick them first. I was just so confused and I just sat back and I waited. And then when she brought up Jackie's name or whatnot, and I'm like, where'd you hear that from? And then she sat there and where did I hear that from? That's when it just blew my mind. I don't remember exactly what I said. Did I say just fucking say it? I was pissed.
Well, all of you started yelling at me at the same time as I was trying to remember where I got it from. Clearly, the information was manufactured and then it came back around to me and it was corroborated to the point where I was like, okay, I want to protect Esme. But then because I was trying to, Esme, you can go ahead.
I really love Sabrina, and this was a very, very hard thing for me to watch. Having to argue with around 6 people, yelling at them, not letting them get an actual fucking chance to speak their fucking mind was not okay. I know what that is like being dogpiled on, and I did not feel okay. I'm sorry for what I ended up contributing to that too. I'm sorry that I wasn't a better friend and wasn't able to stand up for you more, Sabrina. And I'm sorry that this was your experience in this game because you deserved so much fucking better.
I would like to first of all say, Esme, that's beautiful. And I feel the same way about Sabrina. And I feel absolutely gutted that I made Sabrina feel a certain type of way. When Sabrina came to me and you and said Jackie was coming after you, Esme, I was seeing red. It seemed as though Sabrina got intel that she didn't remember where it was from, and omission of truth or misremembering, especially in such a clusterfuck that these deliberations are. I get it. And Sabrina would not have even been able to tell us that it came from Cody. And I am absolutely gutted that I made Sabrina feel that way. And I genuinely apologize. My conduct and behavior with Sabrina and with Davy were extremely unbecoming instances. And I never expected a game. I figured, oh, whatever, I made my mom cry playing Monopoly once. And I didn't feel bad about it, especially because she swiped all the pieces off the board and we never know who would have won. It was me. God rest your soul, Mom. But it was me. But I didn't think a game would make me feel the way this made me feel. And I'm really sorry that everything shook down the way it did.
Thanks, JLo. I really do appreciate it. I'm really glad we got to talk.
And Sabrina, I want to publicly apologize too, because like JLo said, information I heard, I was seeing red. Still, it shouldn't have been done. And Esme, I wish you would have told me how you felt. I really do. I know we've had chats after.
I think in that position, I was terrified, and this is my own fault. I've had my own gripes with this, feeling like a shitty person. I was terrified of what went with Sabrina happening to me.
I think I got caught up in it all because I was at the bottom of that chain and I was defending myself. And I think I got defensive against Sabrina because I thought going into it that we were going to be saved. And I didn't think everyone was going to be exploding at you, Sabrina. And I apologize for that. I don't recall yelling at you. I don't even think I raised my voice. I think I just asked a couple of questions. So I feel bad that you think that I was yelling at you. I think when we watch the footage, you'll see I did not raise my voice. And I apologize if you think that I did. I'm sorry that you feel offended by that. I'm sorry. And I think it is wrong that everybody was bombarding and was against you like that. And it shouldn't have went down that way. And I feel bad that you wanted to leave the game.
Barbara, I'm just going to go ahead.
I will say, I don't think...
I'm sorry, Esme, Barbara, I'm interrupting you because I need you to know how Sabrina felt.
No, I understand how she felt. I would have felt the same way as she did. I think it was wrong that everyone went against her like that. And I reacted badly.
And we all did
because
what I are doing now.
Can I speak? Everyone had their chance. Please.
No, Sabrina didn't. And that's what
I'm going to just jump in here.
I won't speak. Forget it.
No, Barbara should speak. JLo, you consistently do that. Like, she had something to say.
I know, and so did Sabrina. And I just wanted Barbara to feel that for one moment, and now I'm good.
You don't have to.
I'm going to step in here. I do think this conversation is becoming centered around a few individuals. And I know, Sabrina, you felt like hurt by those individuals. So I definitely want you to be able to talk it out here with them and for them to voice what they need to say. But I also think I would be amiss to not say every single person in that room is responsible for the environment of that night. And there was not a single person in that moment who stood up and said anything against it. And everyone joined in at some point, whether they were quote unquote yelling or just continuing the discussion. But this game can be hurtful, and we need to do our due diligence in discussing that and paying attention to that. So that is kind of just how I want to chime in here before we continue the conversation.
I do just want to say, because this has been a lot of centered on this particular elimination, is that I'm very grateful for Esme. I really appreciate it. And JLo, I appreciate when you came into jury, you wanted to talk about it. I really appreciate that. And, Barbara and Tori, I appreciate you understanding now what happened and addressing things. I'm okay. I'm very happy and with the way that we were able to address things and discuss things. And I feel really good about it. I still am very proud with as far as I went and the gameplay choices I made. I got to play this game a lot greater, a lot stronger, and I'm happy with it. And that's that for me.
That's everything I need to know.
Mm-hmm.
My vote is going to stay on you, period.
That's fine, because I knew it was going to. You even tried to be like, oh, do you have the votes? I said, I don't know what votes I have, but I'm going to say that I will.
I sure do. And
I sure do. I'm just saying, you and Barbara are really close. I'm speaking. You and Barbara are really close.
We're both speaking, baby.
No, actually, baby. Don't baby me. I have my fed on the counter. I'm just saying, you and Barbara are really close. Barbara and Nathan seem to be really close. That seems to be like tight lock 3 going into the final 6. Why does it make sense to vote me out? Because I'm such a big threat? Because why? Give me a reason. Give me 3.
Because I said so.
That's actually not 3.
How about it?
About it?
Don't even, baby.
You're not up for elimination. You're not up for elimination.
No, I'm speaking. Like, don't pull that shit on me if I can't pull that shit on you.
You can speak. I'm just saying.
But
that...
you let me. So let me
Go
speak.
ahead. Go
Period.
speak. Period.
JLo and Davy. Things got heated between the two of you on Davy's way out of the game. What caused this, and do you think it was constructive to either of your chances of staying, being that both of you went in the same double?
I think I'm going to start off by saying I said a lot of really pointed things because I've been playing games for a while and I can separate myself from the game moves that I have to make as well as my emotions, because I really do think that this was a really fun game that got really muddled with a lot of personal intersections. And so I just want to name that. I think that all the things that I highlighted for JLo were things that I've already highlighted. Like, I do think that JLo is really charismatic. I do think that JLo has the ability to change things up on a dime based on the information that he has and weaponizing it with the momentum that he has. I think that he is also a liability, whether it is, his ability to not be able to separate his game from his emotions. And do I regret it? No, because I needed to highlight somebody. When I left, I said, I don't need all the votes. I just need enough. And he wasn't one of the votes that I was going to work on. Had I known that there was another, plan, I would have voted a different way, but nobody was really speaking to me, which was part of the transparency of why I left and why I wanted to blow everyone's spot up when I left.
It should not have gone the way it did. I take full responsibility for the fact that, and what I just did with Barbara, not okay. I was like, Barbara, this is how Sabrina felt. So I want you to feel this way. I want you to feel spoken over. So you know how it, and that's not my decision. I'm not karma. Karma is not something I'm responsible for. That's something that's on a wheel and the universe will take care of it. And I don't know why I feel like it's my responsibility to take care of it like that. So I do want to apologize for Barbara as well. I just don't like knowing I actually hurt people. I don't like feeling as though during this game, people could not separate their emotions from the game. And I didn't really understand until Sabrina. I was like, oh yeah, but I'll be fine when I get voted out. I'll understand. And I didn't. I felt like I was Carrie at the senior prom. And I didn't even have telekinesis so I could set all of them except for Barbara on fire. I felt heartbroken. And then I realized, wow, no, when I can't separate my emotions from the game, I can't ask other people to separate theirs from the game.
When you do choose to play again, if you do choose to play again, you'll fine tune it and you'll unpack all the things that you've done this game and you'll become better.
That's neither here nor there. What I want to fine tune is who I am as a human being, not in the context of games, in the context of who I am in my everyday life. I never want to treat people the way that I treated them.
To lighten things up a bit, I think you all are fucking incredible, and this reunion is only making me love you all more. So, please, let's feel this fucking love, and, also wrap this shoot up. Love you all.
Let's build upon that love and celebrate the winner of our season, Cody. Congratulations, Cody. You described your journey as a Cinderella story. What does your win mean to you, and what has this journey and experience been?
This win is amazing. I honestly, it took my breath away. And this game has been a whirlwind. It's been eye-opening. It's been educational. And most of all, it's been an absolute pleasure getting to meet all of you people.
This season was full of historic moments, blindsides, betrayals, and heated fights. But we also had some laughs. Take a look.
Cat, get out of the frame. It's a...
Hi.
Nope, you gotta go back this week. You gotta lay down the blanket, Blue.
Going forward. Jesus, fuck, stupid ass. Sorry, it was a spider.
Raise your hand if you like frogs.
I swallowed a frog whole once.
What?
Caleb, no!
On purpose?
What?
I'm sorry, what?
It was a dare.
Why?
The worst thing was it tried to jump out of my mouth and it was gone.
That was embarrassing.
Hi, legend.
I figured it out. I'm here, finally. Oh, well, cool. Now my face is doing that.
Were you not doing that in real life?
No, unfortunately.
Oh my god, that was like The Exorcist.
If they get rid of me because I'm apparently a comp because that's what somebody said, they're coming for you next.
I said that.
Yes, exactly. So
I said, he creamed us at Written in the Stars.
Cream?
Yeah, you fucking railed us, dude.
Oh, I love that word, cream. Bloop.
I didn't write that, but someone who's thinking like me wrote that too. So someone's thinking like I do. That could have been Nathan writing that.
Yeah, Barbara, you wrote this one.
Oh, I did? Because someone wrote similar to what I wrote.
Yeah, that's true, but no, this one's yours.
Esme pretended to be JLo's alliance, but really tried to get everyone to vote him out. I wrote that. So that's how I feel.
Let's join. Do you want to join that chat?
Oh, yeah.
I set that up.
Oh, cool. All right, let's.
Bye.
Hello? Everyone left. Hello?
I was
Yeah.
like shitting in my boots.
Right.
That's not a phrase. Shaking in my boots.
I just don't want anyone to know where I stand with who. So if I don't win, it's no sweat off my back. She kind of brushed me to the side. It seems like she's got her hand in a lot of fires. It's just the way the dice roll. I'm really hoping we can pull this off because we are in dicey waters right now. If we lose anybody, the whole sink could go.
I've always really liked Jackie. Sorry, had to hawk a lube.
I was freaking walking and some dudes literally like started laughing at me and were like, yo, it's Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm like, what the fuck? And I was in Nebraska last year and I went to Grand Island and some freaking mean people said the same shit to me, bro. Crazy, right?
Oh, how's your string cheese, Tori?
It's good.
Oh my gosh, I'm shaking my legs and then shaking my tits. That happened.
You're gonna cut all that out, right?
Well, that concludes the forum portion of the reunion. Now I have just one more competition for you all. I figured it would be fun to vote on superlatives for the cast. I'll announce the category, and on the count of 3, you will all reveal your answer. Who is the villain of the season? 3, 2, 1, reveal. Nathan, that's the villain of the season, King Cobra himself.
I take it in stride. I had a good time, you know? I don't know.
Our next superlative is, who do you think the robbed goddess of the season is? 3, 2, 1, reveal. I see a bunch of really great different answers. Sarah, how does it feel to be the robbed goddess of the season?
It feels great. I share it with Esme. Thank you guys.
Who is the trade of the season? Who is the hottest player in the cast? Shoot your shot, everybody. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Now, everyone take note who wrote your name. I'm seeing Esme as the trade. Esme, how does it feel to be the hottest cast member, the trade of the season?
You know, it takes a lot of effort to look this pretty, and I think I put too much effort into being hot and sexy and fly and not into the game.
Jesse, the question's over. You can put yours down, sweetie.
Maya
Big confidence. I love your
I lied
confidence.
to her several times.
I also put myself, so.
Alex, I just want to let you know that I voted for you for trade of the season. I think you're severely slept on, and I think you worked, mama.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, soulmate.
That's true. Sarah, what nice things do you have to say about me?
Who played the worst game? 3, 2, 1, reveal. So that's definitely Jesse. Jesse, how does it feel to be awarded the worst game of the season?
Season 2, worst player. Season 4, worst player. You cannot beat me. I do not know how this game works. I win at losing.
Wonderful. Thank you, Jesse, for being such a bad player, I guess. What is the biggest rivalry of this season? 3, 2, 1, show me.
Unaccountable, Barbara.
See some Jackie versus Barbara's. Big fight. Nathan, Maddie. Sabrina, how does it feel to be some people's biggest rivals in this game?
I'm living rent-free in all your mind.
Our last superlative of the night you will all privately vote for, and that is player of the season. This award will be given to the player that you all thought played the best, most entertaining game, or the person you feel best represents this season. The player of the season will win $10 as a nice little prize. Please send me your votes now. The results are in. If I call your name, please keep your camera on. Everyone else can turn their camera off. Esme, Sabrina, Nathan, Maddie. And the person who has won player of the season is Nathan. Congratulations, Nathan. You are the player of the season. How does it feel to have this honor bestowed on you from your fellow players?
The $10 means a lot. You know, it's going to go to my, I don't know, just $10. Let's go. Thank you. That's very kind.
Well, that concludes our reunion episode and therefore wraps up season 4, the season of Karma. Cody, congratulations again on winning this season. Tori, also bravo on making it to the end of this game. And thank you all for being a part of an incredible season. We appreciate everyone who is watching, and we will see you soon for season 5.
I don't like you at all.
Hey, Anthony, I will use
Unfortunately,
my fight pass.
I am the road.
Lying suck asses.
That's what you get for wearing it.
You're a little ratting bitch face bitch.
Let other people
Do you think
talk.
you're playing an intelligent game,
Pikachu,
Zach?
I choose you, Nathan.
Who's here? I left. I'm sorry,
Don't miss any of the action. Follow us on social media, and of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.